What's going on, everybody? Shane here from Bogus Play Gaming, reporting in for KNAC, and I'm joined by the legendary Tobias of Vomitory. How the hell are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am all right. Thank you for joining me today. Now, I am excited for this new album coming out, and you've said that all heads are going to roll. It's going to pick up from there. How did you go about trying to, instead of making an expansion of that album, somewhat different?
Well, it's not an expansion of the previous album, but I mean, it's we just keep writing the stuff that we like and continued where we left off with All Heads Are Gonna Roll, so to speak. Yeah, I think it turned out great. It's a great album. I mean, Vomitory was never a experimental band. I mean, you kind of know what to expect, and we're delivering that, I think. Sure, there are maybe a few surprises on each and every album that we make, but we stick to our style and we always did that. Yeah, it's another killer album, I think.
I mean, that's what we all expect. I don't want, something completely different. I want Vomitory. And so far, you've delivered the new music video that just came out in Gore and Country is absolutely killer. I love the animation and everything. How did you go
Yeah.
about, I mean, it reflects the times we live in. So how did you go about like, hey, we want something kind of violent and brutal. What was your input on that video?
Well, it's the same people that did the video for All Heads Are Gonna Roll from our previous album. Same filmmaker and same animation people. So, and we thought that turned out really cool, so we wanted to use them again. So this song is about, well, basically it's a zombie army fighting a human army.
I mean, hell, who doesn't love that?
Yeah, I mean it's death metal.
Exactly, exactly. Now, I know you got some new additions to the band. I know you had Christian come on, right? And he
Yeah,
did some he did what about four songs, really? His
yeah,
contributions, give or take.
yeah, that's right.
How did that affect the album overall? And like, did it bring something kind of new and you had more fun working with him?
Yeah, I think so because I mean Christian he has been a Vomitory fan for many many years, and we have known him for many years as well before he joined. He knows what the band is about and how to write vomitory style stuff. But still, he's a different person from, let's say, me, because I write a lot of the music for Vomitory. So it's nice to have someone else coming from a different angle, or there's always a few tiny things that differs from between him or me or Eric. So that's pretty cool. So, but he stayed within the vomitory framework, I think.
He's killing it. I'm excited to see what else he could bring to the table. I know he's been like filling in for a while, but now officially contributing to an album was awesome. I bet he was stoked for
Yeah.
that. For this album, For Gore and Country, it kind of went from grind to like groove. What was the track that, you picked first that you were really like, all right, this is gonna be the single? I know you just released the video, but how did you go about choosing just that song?
Well, we talked within the band and we had a few suggestions, but I think we agreed quite quickly to pick For Gore and Country as the first single because I mean, as you said, it's a groovy and it's grindy and it's fast and it has all the typical vomitory elements, I think. So I think it's a good first single.
Perfect choice. Just wanted to, everybody, I would wonder if there was like any arguments like, no, we should release this one first or that one.
Not really like that. We were quite okay. Let's do it. You know,
Hey,
so
that makes it all
it was an
easier. When you all
yeah,
get along and can actually agree on something. Now, I
yeah,
know looking at the track listing, some tracks are kind of they're kind of funny. Like Two and a Half Men. Can only wonder what that song's about. Can you give us a little what to expect from that?
It's about two men who are eating on a third man. So it's literally two and a half men.
Hell yes, that's the
Yeah.
only show I want to watch. Zombies eating another man. And like even the other titles and everything, Forever Scorn, Erased in Red, Oblivion Protocol, it's pretty bleak. It's like, a lot of death and destruction, typical death metal stuff. But did you
Yeah,
pick any kind of overall themes for this album? Or you're just like, yeah, we like zombies killing shit and, that.
yeah, it's more like that. We didn't pick any specific topic or such or like a theme for the album, but I mean, there is a theme that it's all about death in some way, I guess.
This time around, you were recording with Ricard, right? I know he has a history with the band and everything. Why did you want to work with him again? It's comfortable, right? Did you have a good time recording this with him again?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a great guy working with. He's super laid back and has a lot of good ideas. And first of all, he has a killer studio just around the corner from where we live. It's like from me, it's a 10-minute drive. So it's a beautiful like live room where we recorded the drums, and he has a big selection of microphones as well for the drums. And he's very passionate about recording drums as well. So we did the drums and the vocals in his studio this time, and we did the guitars and bass in with Christian in his home studio. Yeah.
It's always interesting to hear when bands like to record in smaller studios, smaller spaces. Does that intimacy bring anything to the album? A lot less stress? Were you more creative in that process instead of being in a big studio where you have to worry about studio time?
Except for the previous album, I think we're always stressed, no matter where we are recording, because we're so behind a schedule. So we have to, write stuff while we are recording the last pieces of lyrics for one song, or maybe like the guitar leads, or I don't know, a few parts here and there in some songs. Yeah, working in a proper studio is definitely the better option than recording in our rehearsal room, which we did on All Heads Are Gonna Roll. So we had a mobile studio, put in our rehearsal space. It turned out good, but great even. But it was not a great place to record an album because I mean we spend so much time there anyway with when we're rehearsing and so on. Getting that change of environment when you go to a proper studio is something that I guess it sparks the creativity a little bit, and also that I think you get more focused,
More
and
structured, more organized, I
yes,
guess.
yes.
I know another thing I didn't talk about. This is your 10th studio album. That's a pretty big deal. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, it's a special year, right? 10th album. Has been around a while. Any special deep cuts you're going to be throwing on this European tour? Anything like that to celebrate?
Nah, nothing special, I guess. Well, I mean, we're gonna do some new songs from the new album and a bunch of classics. On this tour, we don't have much time, so we're not we're not going to be able to play like a full set that we normally do. But we have picked the some really good ones for this tour.
Hell yeah. And speaking of which, again, it's a big album, number 10. You had I would butcher their names, so I will say you had returning artists Giannis and Saya. Forgive me.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Giannis
came back.
Nakos.
Yes, yes, they came back and did some artwork for you. And it's absolutely killer from what I've seen. How did you go about choosing the artwork for this album? You already knew who you wanted to do all of everything?
Yeah, we gave him our ideas of how we imagined the artwork would be, and then he, put his twist and his own ideas into it, and it turned out great.
That's all you can ask for. When you work with somebody and you know already their style, you don't have to worry much. You're just like, hey, this is what we want, and then you get go back and forth.
Yeah.
Speaking of again, the album recording process and everything, was there anything you were listening to that kind of influenced the sound, or you're like, you know what, I kind of liked this album I was listening to, or I was listening to this Maiden album and I got a inspiration for this.
I don't know, not really anything in particular. Probably the same old that we get inspired of. I can't no, I can't think of anything special.
No, no, it's okay. Hey, you just doing vomitory stuff and what you should be doing. The album's coming out April 10th, and you're going to be on the tour with Hypocrisy, right? Well, you're going to be
Yeah.
releasing it mid-tour. So we're going to get previews of songs and everything. Well, on the European tour at least. And like you said, you're going to be playing new tracks and everything. Are you anybody going to be able to pick up vinyls and stuff along the tour, or are you going to have those be released after the tour?
No, the album will actually be available from us from the first date of the tour.
Oh,
So
hey, that's even
pre-release
better.
date. So
Hey,
yeah.
you get it early then. Hell yeah. So Peter left the band and everything. How has that been? I know it's pretty it's smooth, and did that help, not ruin everything when it came to recording this album?
Of course it was sad that he left, but at the same time it was good for him and it was good for the band. I mean, we've played together for many, many years and so on, but we're still friends and we still talk every once in a while, so that's good. But then Christian had been with us already at the time when Peter like officially left. So the transition was very, very smooth, and Christian started to write and contribute right away. So for the recording process, writing and recording process of the new album, I think it was definitely a good thing.
Before I start wrapping up, anything else you wanted to talk about before we go or promote?
I think we covered most of it of the new album. Well, people should check it out when it's released, of course. And I really hope that we can make it to the States again very soon. But
Yes, I would be excited to
it's
see you guys out here. I mean,
it's
maybe
a
you don't want to come out this way. It's kind of a mess right now.
yeah, but I mean, it shouldn't be a problem to play some shows, right? The
Oh
problem
yeah.
is to make it work financially with all the
Oh,
working visas and all
visas.
that. That's a huge obstacle for European bands.
All right, everybody. Again, Tobias, thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, please check out In Death's Throes. Comes out April 10th. The new single, For Gore and Country, and with the music video, is out now. But please check out that album. They will be currently on their tour as you're watching this, their European run with Hypocrisy. And you can actually pick up the album before the release date. Anything else you want to leave us with, Tobias?
Check out the new album, as you said. That's all I want people to do, and hopefully they will enjoy it.
Hell yeah. It's been a pleasure talking to you, brother. Thank you so much. Everybody stay heavy and be sure to catch their new album and their tour.